Brothers and sisters, today we will see Exodus chapters 5 and 6. In Exodus 5, Moses and Aaron went to Pharaoh, the ruler of Egypt, to make a request on behalf of the Israelites. They asked Pharaoh to let the Israelite people go into the wilderness to worship their God. But Pharaoh refused their request and asked, "Who is this God that I should obey him? I do not know this God, and I will not let the Israelites go." Instead of granting their request, Pharaoh accused the Israelite people of laziness and ordered them to work even harder. He increased their workload by demanding that they continue making bricks, but now they had to gather their own straw to make them. The Israelite overseers were in a difficult position because they were caught between Pharaoh's demands and the complaints of their fellow Israelites. The people were upset and blamed Moses and Aaron for making their situation worse. Moses turned to God and asked why he allowed the people to suffer. God reassured Moses that he would show his power to Pharaoh and that, in the end, Pharaoh would let the Israelites go. Moses and Aaron went back to Pharaoh and told him that God commanded the Israelites to go into the wilderness to worship him. Pharaoh, however, refused once again and hardened his heart, refusing to let them go. As a result, the Israelites faced even harsher treatment from the Egyptian taskmasters. They were unable to meet the demands of Pharaoh, which led to punishment and increased suffering. Exodus 5 teaches us about the challenges faced by Moses and the Israelites as they sought their freedom from slavery. It shows us the resistance they encountered and the harsh response from Pharaoh. It also emphasizes the trust Moses had in God's plan, even in the face of setbacks and increased hardships. In Exodus 6, God spoke to Moses and reassured him of his faithfulness and power. He told Moses that he would bring the Israelites out of Egypt and deliver them from their oppression. God reminded Moses that he had made a covenant with their ancestors, Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, and he promised to fulfill his promises to them. God assured Moses that he had heard the cries of the Israelite people and would rescue them from their suffering. Moses relayed God's message to the Israelites, but they were disheartened and did not listen to him because of their harsh circumstances. God instructed Moses to go to Pharaoh once again and demand that he let the Israelites go. Moses hesitated, saying that he was not an eloquent speaker and feared that Pharaoh would not listen to him. But God assured Moses that he would be with him and would speak through him. He appointed Aaron, Moses' brother, to be his spokesperson. Aaron would convey God's messages to Pharaoh, and Moses would act as God's prophet. Moses and Aaron went to Pharaoh and delivered God's command to let the Israelites go. However, Pharaoh remained stubborn and refused to release them. Exodus 6 teaches us about God's faithfulness and his determination to keep his promises. It shows us that even in the face of resistance and disbelief, God remains steadfast in his plan. It also highlights the role of Moses as a mediator between God and the people and the importance of relying on God's strength rather than our own abilities. Dear brothers and sisters, we will continue the next chapters in the next video. Stay blessed. Amen. Kindly subscribe and share. Thank you and good night.